So, dear students, we are discussing the hydraulic machines, where the turbine part was discussing. I am discussing the turbine part here. Basically, so already you have seen that how the energy is generated by the hydraulic turbine. Now, if the energy available at the outlet of the turbine, whatever getting, that is your shaft power, and that shaft power is taken to the generator and we are producing electrical energy. So if all the time the load or electrical energy it is needed, when the load is needed, it may be varying, okay, day to day. That means in summer or in winter, if you are comparing, you will see that there will be a variation of electrical load, okay. So based on that low electrical load, every time you should not be use same your working fluid like your water, okay. So that is why we have to regulate the flow rate. So by the help of governing of the turbine governor, by the help of governor, we can regulate the mass flow rate, and as a result we can minimize the production of shaft power, or that is your production of electrical power by the help of the shaft power, and we can minimize or you can maximize according to our need. So today, myself Dhiraj Mondal, assistant professor, JS College of Engineering. Today I am going to discuss about the governing of turbines. So basically, what is the definition of governing? The governing of a turbine is defined as the operation by which the speed of the turbine is kept constant under all condition of working. Clear? That means a turbine, when it is operating, the speed of the turbine, whatever the rotational speed, that speed is kept constant under all condition of working. That means if the load is varying or load is increasing or decreasing, the speed of the turbine is kept constant, okay. Now it can be done automatically by means of governor, okay. So by means of governor you can do it. You can see in this diagram, basically, if I want to that means make constant speed of the constant speed, then by the help of this governor, this is your governor, okay. So basically the governor is basically, here you can see the you are what I am discussing, that is your for in case of the impulse turbine, okay. In case of the impulse turbine, now what I am just doing, that means I have to make the turbine speed constant under different working condition. That means in summer maybe the 100 kilowatt power is needed or megawatt power needed, but in winter it may needed 50 megawatt, like this, okay. So according to our need I have to control the speed. Now how I can control? See here, basically this is your nozzle and this is called your spear. This spear is basically used to control the flow rate, okay. Now this is your, here basically the turbine wheel is there, okay, like this. Now how I can control? See, when you are just the turbine is rotating and we are getting much more shaft power, the turbine, if it is increasing, okay. So to reduce the electrical power, you have to reduce the rotational speed of the shaft. So how we can do it? This is your relay cylinder or servo motor. Now this is your oil sump and this one is your called oil pump. Now it is your, basically you have seen in the DOM lab, okay, dynamic of machine lab, that is your this is called your centrifugal governor, and this is your fly valve, okay, and this is called your sleeve, and this one is your lever, this is your fulcrum, okay, this one is your piston cylinder. Now what is the function of this governor? Basically the whole arrangement is called your governing of the Pelton turbine, and this is your governor. Now what happened? Let us consider the load is decreased. If load is decreased, then the energy, that means energy taken by the generator will be less, isn't it? So at that time the rotation of the turbine, that means the turbine shaft, the rotation will be more, because the energy, that means producing, and the energy producing by the generator is less. So that if the rotation of the turbine is more, then what happened? This basically this governor is always rotating, okay. Now what happened? If it is rotating, then this flywheel, this fly ball, it will enlarge like this. That means the hand of the flywheel or the flywheel will be enlarged. That means, yeah, right now it is this, that means it is making this locus, but if it is the speed is rotating, so at that time it will be enlarged and the shape will be like this. That means this locus it will achieve. So as a result, this part will be increasing because it is, as the shaft is rotating, and by the help of some gear mechanism this part is connected. Okay, you can connect by the help of bevel gear or meter gear. Okay, so you can see this part is increasing. Okay, that means this part is in the upgrading. Okay, increasing itself. And now what happened, as a result, as this part is moving upward, so this hand it will take like this shape. So as a result, this, by the help of this fulcrum, this lever will be in the right your clockwise direction, so that this lever will be in clockwise direction. At that time what happened, this piston will be in the downward direction. As it is moving in the downward direction, so what happened here, this part will be blocked, and this basically what happened, the oil shaft, from the oil shaft the oil is coming in this part, and from in the point A or phase A, the water is the whatever the oil is coming into the relay cylinder, that will be pressurized, and as a result what we will see, that this sphere will be moving forward. Okay, will be moving rightward, and as a result the sphere is basically it will reduce the flow rate. So as a result, here it is your turbine wheel. Okay, and the turbine wheel rotation will be minimized because of this movement of the sphere. So as a result, the wheel rotation will be less or minimized, and if the wheel rotation is minimized, then shaft rotation will be minimized, so the power production will be minimized. So this is how we can control, or we can regulate the water flow rate, mass flow rate. And when the load is maximized, then at that time in the your generator, the power is, or shaft power is required more. So at that time what happened, this turbine shaft, it will be, the rotational speed will be less, so at that time it will be in the downward direction, isn't it? Because what happened, at that time the rotation is less, so it is in the downward direction. So at that time what happened, this shaft will be moving upward because of this downward direction. So at that time what happened, the oil, it will come in this point, and there will be some negative back pressure here, and so that the flow rate will be increased because the sphere is moving rightward. So this is how the turbine, governing of the turbine is working. So I hope it is clear, and by the you can search in the YouTube, there is lot of animation part. So I can show you the animation part, but you just see in the just governing of Pelton wheel animation, just search this part, you will see how it is working. So I think it is clear, the governing of Pelton wheel. So today up to this, thank you for listening. Jai Hind.